Hey guys, welcome back to the channel for a new video. Today is Saturday, it's about 6 a.m. and we're going to make the trip to US 24 Speedway all the way in Logansport, Indiana to race tonight. We're leaving. The reason we leave so early in the morning and not the night before is just because we want to save on hotel room costs. But it's a long trip to make in one day and then get everything out and unload it and then race the same night. So it's kind of taxing, but we're kind of on a budget, so we do what we can to keep things, keep the cost down. But I hope you guys stick along for this video. It's going to be a long day. But about an 8-hour trip there, and then we lose an hour actually in the time zone shift between Illinois and Indiana. So we plan about 9 hours ahead. We're hoping to get there around 3 p.m. Pill draw ends at 4:30, I believe. So hopefully we'll get there in plenty of time and we'll be able to get everything done in plenty of time before racing starts up, and we have a little bit of extra time to just have everything prepared as much as we want to be. So I hope you guys stay along for the video and enjoy. We made it to 24 Speedway and we got the car unloaded, got everything ready to go for the night. So if you have been following my channel for a while, you'll know that US 24 does their hot lap system a little bit different than most tracks, where your hot lap time counts as a qualifying time, and then that's going to set your lineup for the heat race. So we do hot lap both classes tonight, whereas we usually would only do one. And then however fast we go in the hot lap session, we'll set our lineup for the heat race. So I am going to try and have the cameras on for qualifying so you can see how that goes. Other than that, I mean, car's looking good and we're about ready to get underway here. Didn't do as well as we hoped in the qualifying for the non-wing class. We got up to staging. My dad told me the track was quite a bit slicker than we thought it was going to be. I had him make a couple quick shock adjustments, but it wasn't quite enough and we didn't tighten up. We were a little bit too free out there. So right now what we're doing, we're getting ready to go out for A class. We took about a ½ inch of stagger out of the car, which is the difference in circumference between the left and right rear tires. And then I'm gonna make some shock changes and we're gonna drop a couple pounds of air out of the rear tires. And then my dad right here is lowering the Jacob's ladder to help me with side bite on entry a little bit. It was mostly slick on entry, but it kind of kills your whole corner when you can't throw it in as hard as you want to. So we're gonna make those changes, go back out for A-class qualifying, and we'll see how it goes. Just hoping for a better result than we had in non-wing. as good of a run as we had hoped for in A-Class either. Again, I'm just struggling so much with getting side bite on entry right now. One thing that I've not done a lot with this car, I used to try it and then I kind of got away from doing it, was pulling this right rear tire in towards the chassis to get some side bite on entry. And a lot of times I felt like it tightened me up too much on entry. So I quit doing it for the longest time. We did it at Red Dirt a month ago and it helped us out. I pulled a 1/2 inch of spacing, so we're gonna try that out in this non-wing heat going out next. I think I'm starting second in this one, so starting from a pretty good spot. Top 3 make the redraw, or no, top 3 lock into the feature. Winner will redraw for the feature. So that's what we've got going on next. Hope you guys are enjoying the night, and hopefully it starts turning our way a little bit more. So definitely a step forward for us in both of those heat races. Went out for the non-wing heat race and I had made the changes that I told you guys about before that. I think the bottom was just better. If I'd been able to start from the bottom, I think I maybe would have had something for the win, but starting from the outside definitely put me at a disadvantage. Not that the top was bad, the bottom was just a little bit better. So dropped back to third on that one, but the car felt good, so I'll mark that down as an improvement. Went out for the A-Class heat, starting first. I really didn't make a lot of changes to the car. I changed my stagger. I went from about 5 to 5.5 for having the wing on, just to get it to rotate a little bit better. And car felt really awesome. Ran the bottom mostly the whole race. And yeah, it was just super smooth down there, and was able to pull away and grab the win on that one. So we will be in the redraw. I think they do top 6 redraw for the A-Class feature, and we did make the feature in non-wing. I forgot to mention to you guys at the beginning of the night, any full field paid $500 to win tonight. Non-wing had 41 cars, I think, 40, 41, something like that. So there's a big group of non-wing cars. So they took top 2 for redraw from each heat, and top 4 locked straight in. We finished third in that one, so just missed out on the redraw, but we should still have a decent top 10 starting spot for that. So I'll be with you guys after I do the redraw, I think. And then we just got a couple features left to run here, and then we'll be good for the night. So for the redraw, I drew a number 3. That means I'll be starting 3rd in A class. We're just about to go for the stock non-wing feature, so I don't know exactly where I start yet. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a solid top 10 starting spot, probably 9th or 10th or somewhere around in there. So I hope you guys enjoy this one, and hopefully I get a chance to check in with you guys before A class, but if not, I just figured I'd let you guys know that I'm going to be starting 3rd in that one as well. So I hope you guys enjoy these features. kind of an okay feature race for us in the non-wing. Started 10th. I think I fell back maybe as low as 13th at one point. I just tried the bottom for too long. We had one lap under green, and then we had a red flag, and I had run the top for the 1 or 2 laps that we got in, and then I didn't really think it was going to be that good. Just kind of felt marbly, but once it got packed in, it kind of came to life, and I was still working the bottom for a few laps. Let a couple guys get by me, but got back up there, and race pass isn't working tonight, so I'm not really sure where we ended up, but I'm thinking it's somewhere between 6th and 8th, so not too bad of a pickup for us. Just kind of struggled through that heat race, but this track seems different than a lot of the times we've been here in the past, so I'll kind of chalk it up to a learning experience. Just didn't really expect what we saw from the track tonight, and once I reworked it more, it kind of came to us a little bit better. But starting out, qualifying in those heat races, we kind of just missed it. But we're going out now for the A class. We start 3rd in this one, so it's probably going to be our best chance to get a good run tonight. Hoping we end up somewhere in the top 5, but hope you guys enjoy this race, and I'll see you to wrap up the video afterwards. that's gonna wrap up our night at US 24 Speedway. So that A-Class feature, started third on the bottom, and I ran the bottom for a couple laps, and eventually just figured out after one or two cars got by me that the top was the place to be there in the early stages. So I went up to the top and ran probably fourth for most of the race, and the car felt really good up there. I was really happy with how it was going. I thought I was a little bit faster than the third place guy for most of the race. Once we caught lap traffic, I could definitely closed in on him, but also late in the race there was a guy that came charging on the bottom to get by me, and once he got around me I went down there and tried the bottom, and I could feel that it was definitely taking rubber, so that's probably where I should have run at least for the second half of the race, but I just didn't know. Just how it happened in the non-wing feature, it's kind of like who finds the grip first, because both races tonight I started on the bottom and lost a couple positions before I really found a good groove and got in a good rhythm. So not a bad night for us. Still would have liked to have done better, especially in the non-wing feature, but a top 5 we'll take for sure. It's really our first weekend back in a month, so kind of is what it is, but we're kind of back full-time I think at this point, so hopefully we'll be back at Sweet Springs next week for the Hard Series race, and after that I think we'll start traveling around again some more. So big things to look forward to this season. I have to thank Nathan Benson Motorsports and G-Force Chassis, DDI Fabrication, Sherville Suspensions, Advantech Dyno Services, Porter Steel Buildings, AFD Graphics, and just anyone else I'm leaving out. Obviously my parents helped me make this possible. Thanks to all of you guys for following along with the channel and these videos. Still getting better at making them, obviously, but it's coming along, and I think I've got things worked out a little bit better for these racetrack videos than I did last year. So I hope you guys are enjoying those. Thanks again for following along. If you like this one, hit the like button, subscribe for more videos like this. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you for the next one, hopefully at Sweet Springs.
Cast out like a shadow, racing towards the light. I pray to see you one more time.